Hey, hey, welcome back, my bouncy bubbles. That's probably one of the funniest things from her last video. The bouncy bubbles. Um, yeah, it's a little earlier than I usually stream, so it is Friday. So on weeks where I do summer hours for my job, it's going to be more difficult for me Monday through Thursday to stream between jobs because that extra hour really does cut into time for me in the evenings. But on Friday, I finish work early, so I will take some time to stream before starting work for the second job, if that makes sense. But so good to see you, Scythe. Thank you always for your support and being on top of things. You are a wonderful YouTube wife, the best I could ever ask for. Hello, DV. Hello, Fiona's mom. Hello, Lizzie. So good to see all of you. And some of you are working, which of course you are because it's the middle of the day on Friday. So thank you all for popping in, though. I greatly appreciate it. And just really quick, um, let me change screens here. So I may, we're gonna hope we don't have internet issues like I did Tuesday night, but you can see here that there is some nasty weather coming towards me. I am the blue dot. I zoomed out so you can't see the name of my city on the map when I took the screenshot, but I'm actually just outside of the weather and it is heading here. So, um, also, I have to give a shout out to my wonderful, wonderful friend, Stitch and Stream. Let me pop her channel in here and I will show you how amazing she is. That is Heather's channel, Stitch and Stream. Um, she sent me a lily that she crocheted. Beautiful. I can adjust the petals, like their position, and like the, what is this, stamen? And I can adjust the lily petals. But the piece de resistance is the flail. Oh my god. I love this so much. The giant fucking crocheted flail. Look at how fabulous this is. It is so amazing. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. This is incredible. Just I love the little chain links, the handle, just the, you know, I could whack a bitch. You know, I'm gonna keep this by my bed. Anybody breaks into my house, I'm gonna whack them over the head with a frickin' crocheted flail. That's what this is gonna be my self-defense. It might be a bit awkward, but it's so amazing. I love it so much. I also got sent some noodles and some honey. We've we've shipped each other honey from our local farmers markets. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's so amazing. So much work and effort went into this, and it is incredible. I love it so much. But you can watch Heather do various crafts over on her channel. She streams in the evenings whenever she has time. And yeah, it's so wonderful. I love it so much. I need to figure out how and where to display it, but she is incredible, very talented. And yes, happy Pride. We are still in Pride Month. We are, what is it, the sixth day, six of Pride. So continue being fabulous and queer if you are. If not, continue being a fabulous ally. So I think it is raining. I can hear it. So we're gonna hope my internet doesn't crap out. It crapped out during the live stream on Tuesday night, Amber's stream. Speaking of Amber's live stream on Tuesday night, let me pull up my notes. I took a few notes. So she talked about her foster care a little bit and her parents being on substances and how that affected her and that rehab never worked for her parents. She initially said rehab doesn't work, and then she clarified it didn't work for them. But yeah, the thing with rehab is, yeah, it's not going to work if you don't want it to work. If you're just like, yeah, fine, I'll go to rehab because it's like court ordered or you're being made to go and you don't actually want to change, it's not going to work. It's the same thing with any kind of rehab or any kind of facility like that, whether it's weight loss or, a substance rehab or anything. If you don't want it to work, it's not going to work. If you don't want to change and get better, then you're not, no matter what help you have. Um, she talked about reaction channels. And then she was like, "Oh, hi, Discord, because I know some Discords are watching me, like Elizabeth Richardson and Charlie Gold." And of course, I'm in the chat. I respond, Discord says hi, because I have like 3 people in my Discord. Ooh. Um, and so that was entertaining. It was funny. People were like, "Who's Elizabeth?" And I'm like, "I'm Elizabeth." And they asked her about what reaction channel would you recommend, and she kind of hem-hauled around and was like, "Well, I don't always agree with Elizabeth because I don't always kiss her ass and I don't always agree with her." Um, but she said that if she were to watch any, it would, she'd recommend mine because I'm not as mean as some other people, basically. Um, People asked her about the Foodie beauty situation. She said she thought it was messed up. The Foodie was just trying to help an animal in need, which, I mean, yeah, but why? The kitty's mama was there. Um, Now, I will say that I don't know a whole ton about the situation, but I will say that I can understand Foodie not knowing some things are illegal in the country because she's not a native of the country, but Sala should have. Sala should have known filming in certain areas was illegal, and these sorts of things. Um, so there was somebody in her chat named Leah that a few weeks ago was all like, "Oh, Amberlynn, I love you so much. You should be with me, blah, blah, blah." But this week, she was being a little weird and suspecting she might be a fertilizer, if you remember that term from from Lex's Q&As and stuff. Hey, Tree Boy, I hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good lunch. Um, so this person was being really weird. Sent like $70 in super chats though. And then Amberlynn talked a little bit about a stalker she had while in Kentucky when she was with Feline. Um, and then she was talking about her levothyroxine dosage, and somebody in the chat was apparently a pharmacy tech. And Amberlynn kept saying milligrams. She's on, I think, 25 milligrams or 50 milligrams, blah, blah, blah. And I just commented, by the way, the dosage is in micrograms, not milligrams for levothyroxine. And then my internet dropped. So by the time I got my internet back up and we were able to finish watching it, Amberlynn had said, "Well, so and so, whoever this pharmacy tech was, said milligrams, so I'm saying milligrams." And then she's noticed that I, Elizabeth, or Libby, uh, has a tendency to, let's see, she's noticed that I like to be right. She's not wrong. I do like to be right, and I usually am right. Um, because I tend to make sure I know what I'm talking about before I speak about things. If I do end up being wrong about something, I will correct myself later. But just because I am a petty bitch, and I will prove that I am right on this, I've been on levothyroxine for about 12 years at this point. And if Amberlynn were to look at her medicine bottle for her levothyroxine, it's also an easy Google. The dosage in levothyroxine is measured in micrograms, and you can easily see that on your medicine bottle. It will say mcg right here. I know it's a little hard to see. Can I get that to focus? It'll say mcg, not mg. I'm on a very high dosage, 150, because I'm a fat bitch. Um, and these are indeed levothyroxine synthroid tablets. This is an empty bottle. It doesn't have my address on it, so because I get it in the mail. So yeah, because I'm a petty bitch, it is indeed. This is measured in micrograms. So maybe the pharmacy tech that was talking about it, maybe they're not really a pharmacy tech. Who knows? Or maybe they just got confused because there are so many different measurements for medication. But yes, levothyroxine is in micrograms, and she can easily check that by looking at her medicine bottle and seeing that it says MCG and not MG. Pettiness over. All right. And then she said some kind of insult to somebody to go sit in a salad. I don't know what that means. It is really raining. I do not know what go sit in a salad means, but it was funny. And then she said that she did not like her side profile and did like side profiles. Am I off work on a Friday? I am not off work on a Friday. So with my regular job, we can do summer hours, and I'm doing summer hours this week, which means I do 4 9s. Monday through Thursday, I can work 9 hours, and then on Friday, I can work 4 hours and have a half day off. But I have my second job, so so in between the jobs, I am going to stream really quick. So um, so yeah, so I can do summer hours if I'm able to on a particular week, and I am doing that this week so that I only worked 4 hours, which is why I haven't had time to stream during the kind of late afternoons this week because that extra hour of working has kind of cut into my time in the evenings. So, um, sounds luxurious sitting in a salad. You know, it does sound kind of nice. What kind of salad are we talking? Are we talking maybe a nice chicken Caesar? I don't know. Um, what what kind of a salad? Do I like Addison Rae's? I don't believe I've heard a single song from Addison Rae. So maybe somebody else in the chat can help you with that. Hey Mars, how you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. So that was Amberlynn's. Oh, and then we also, so if you recall, a week or so ago, week and a half, 10 days ago, something Amberlynn posted, taking a break. I'll be back soon. So I assumed she was just taking a break. She was not going to post, but then she posted on Monday. But then I noticed a few days ago, which I only saw this today because I don't live and breathe Amberlynn. She posted this that said, I'm taking a break because I said that I didn't want to upload what I ate today videos anymore. Normally, that's what would be uploaded today, hence the break. Much love. Hope everyone's having an amazing Saturday. So apparently, she is just taking a break from what I ate today videos. But that was not clear because when you just say, I'm taking a break, I think most of us are going to assume that you are taking a break completely from YouTube. So she did clarify that a couple of or 5 days ago. Uh, so on Monday, I think. Lizzie, I love a Caesar salad. Tree Boy, so creamy, so fresh. But do you love it enough that you would sit in it? Meaning, take maybe the dressing is good for your skin. Do a nice little Caesar dressing facial. You know, get some nice romaine, some tomatoes, have a little snacky snack. Whatever works. But yes, I love my flail so much. Thank you so much, Heather. This is one of the best presents I have ever received. It is so freaking fabulous. You are incredible. And I can adjust the little spikes a little bit. It's so wonderful. I just need to find a place to display it. What do I know about creamy facials? uh, Probably not as much as you, Ilya. Uh, Love ya. All right. So we have Amberlynn's video here from, I believe this is Monday, and it is titled, I don't know what my real weight is, dot, 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 dot. And it's going to be a vlog. Um, I don't know how she doesn't know what her real weight is. I mean, is her scale not as accurate because she doesn't have the car part scale anymore. Don't know. I guess we'll find out. Um, she's either looking a little bloated or like she's gained some weight here. And Mars cheeky Ilya, bitch. I mean, I'm basically an expert. Oh, funny. You know, this can be a throwback to Amberlynn being like, you know, me and my friends, we call each other bitch, hoe, all these things. That's funny. Happy Pride, Janine. Yes, we are wearing our limited edition Amberlynn Reed collection here. I need to find something new. I need to find something else rainbow colored that I can turn into something random. Maybe a headband. Do I have anything else rainbow? I don't really have any Pride gear anymore. My t-shirt that says Lesbo and like the Lego font that I bought like 25 years ago at this point doesn't fit anymore because I'm like twice as big, like twice as fat as I used to be. So it's like doesn't fit anymore. But I love that shirt. But let's go ahead and get into it here. If you do happen to be new here, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little too slowly for me. So all that being said, let's go ahead and let's see why she doesn't know what her real weight is. We're gonna have to do an audio check here. Helps if I unmute her.
Hello, hello.
Oh yeah, we got our new intro. Let's not forget our new intro.
Hello, hello.
Is our audio okay for you guys? Would I ever why do people keep asking me that? Why do people keep asking if I would consider dating Amberlynn? I would not. We would not be compatible.
If I look kind of like a mess, I am. If you hear that siren,
If you look like a mess, it's because you are. If we hear that siren, it's because there's issues outside.
that's currently what's happening.
You'd be a cute couple. I don't know. Really? You think would be a cute couple? All right. I mean, Chris, Amber has way too much baggage. Lizzie, she would drive you nuts. She would probably drive me nuts. I think here's the thing. Dating somebody like Amberlynn, I've dated somebody with similar mental health issues before. That was like many years ago. Like what is it? What 2025? Like 11 years ago, I dated somebody with similar mental health issues. Oh yeah, at the end of the at the end of her last live stream in Discord Tuesday night, I ended up going on like a story time for like an hour telling the people in chat about my last relationship and why it ended. Way more than they ever needed to know. Um the thing with Amberlynn, with dating Amberlynn, is I think being in a relationship with her, no matter who you are, would be a challenge. Um, we've seen some various allegations come out. I do not know if those are true. Uh, I would not put up with that shit. Secondly, somebody like Amberlynn with her borderline personality disorder issues, she would be very quick to lash out at you, or if she were to see something as a slight against her, or if she felt that you were insulting her, she would lash out against you a little bit. So I say this because my ex-girlfriend that I've mentioned before that I believe had these similar issues, she was very much of the mindset, if you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back. And she would do that. Even if what you did wasn't meant as an insult or a slight, but they took it that way, then they would lash back out at you and try to purposely hurt you, which is not healthy to do in a relationship. And I have the impression that Amberlynn would probably be very similar in that respect because of her borderline personality disorder issues. Um, Hopefully, therapy will help her with that and will help her be able to be a good partner to somebody in the future. Um, and those sorts of things. I think if she were to work on herself and try to better herself, she could be a good partner for somebody. But uh, yeah, that partner is not me. I'm too old for Amberlynn, for one. Secondly, I'm not butch enough, even though I do have power tools. And Amberlynn, I don't know if I could deal with some of the issues. I am pretty patient, and I can recognize when I see her having these issues. I would be able to recognize them, but I don't know if I could put up with those long term. Does that make sense? Without her working on her issues and working on these things, it's going to be difficult for her to find a partner long term, because feeling like you need to walk on eggshells around your partner isn't a good feeling. And I feel like that's what it would be like to be in a relationship, because you don't know if something that you say is going to trigger them or set them off, and if they're going to be able to mitigate that kind of triggering. Does that make sense? Anyway, the short answer, would I consider dating Amberlynn? No.
Happening right now. Tornado warnings. It's been going on for like the last hour. I am watching the live news. I keep going to the lobby because that's what they requested.
So this was last week. Yeah, there was some nasty weather in Oklahoma last week. We had tornado sirens going off in my area on Wednesday. I was in the middle of my Headspace coach meeting, and I wasn't watching the weather because it was just raining here, and the sirens start going off, and I'm like, well, crap, I don't know where the issue is. So I went down to the basement, and then came back up, pulled up the weather, and it was about 10, 15 miles east of me. There was a tornado, and I was watching it on a live stream of a YouTuber. So there was a tornado to the east of me, which, if you're not in America, the way the sirens system work is they go off for the entire county. So if there is something in like the northern part of your county, you're still going to hear your sirens go off in the southern part of the county because they're sectioned by counties. So the storm was past me a little ways, But of course, I can still hear my sirens. Anyway.
Us to do when this happens. I take my fur babies with me. We go out there until the siren stops. But this is like the fourth siren, and not many people are going in the lobby. And honestly, I feel like the lobby has a lot of windows, and I feel like my apartment's probably more safe. I have like,
yeah, the lobby wouldn't be the best place to go. For Amberlynn, if she's on the bottom floor, the best place would be to go to her bathroom. Now, again, the issue with apartment buildings is there are floors above you. So that's probably why they want people to go to the lobby, because you're not going to have 3 floors possibly come crashing down on you. When I was in my apartment building, I was on the 3rd floor, and I didn't go to the clubhouse ever when our sirens went off. But if you're paying attention to the weather, watching where the rotation is, if it's not kind of close enough to you, and if there's not enough spin up, then you're probably pretty safe to stay in your area.
like wiped off some of my makeup. I get really anxious during tornado warnings, but I'm watching the live weather.
I watch Ryan Hall, and apparently that's who Amberlynn watches as well. She mentioned that in her live stream. Ryan was not live on Wednesday, but Max Velocity was. I just prefer Ryan, but they're both excellent. But I prefer Ryan Hall's streams, and they're really good at giving you advanced warning if you're not able to get your local weather.
I'm gonna keep doing that, and I'll give you guys an update. I'm scared. Okay, you guys, I think we are good from the tornadoes. If anyone was affected, my heart goes out to you because I know how scary it is. Like, I get so much anxiety when like a tornado type of weather happens, warnings, watches.
Girl, you're in the wrong part of the country. We've had so many freaking tornadoes in the Dallas area, Oklahoma, and Missouri, Kentucky. It's been insane this year.
I literally cannot sit still. I'm in the lobby, I'm walking down the hallway, I'm going back to my apartment, I'm back in the lobby, then I'm in the clubhouse, then I'm back in the elevator, going back up, going back down. I'm literally just like everywhere, cannot sit still. Obviously, me and my mom checked up on each other, and I made a joke, and I was like, it looks like Zoloft isn't working because I'm taking the Zoloft for anxiety, depression, stabilize my mood a little bit, etc., etc. But I've only been on it for 2 weeks. It's not going to work in that way. So the side effects like drowsiness or energy, vivid dreams, those type of symptoms can happen like literally just within a couple days of taking Zoloft. But like the actual therapeutic side effects, the reason why you're taking Zoloft, those don't start happening until like 5 to 6 weeks. But anyways, we're good over here. Twinkie and Wasabi were super scared, but they're good too. So
this may be the last ad you ever see.
That'd be fabulous, but unlikely.
Because with the free ad block extension from Capital One.
Change of topic, time for a little Amazon haul. So something I recommend are these
wild protein chips. Interesting. I haven't seen these before. I'll have to look at these. I did not have my protein shake. I've been struggling to get my protein in lately on certain days that I don't have my food prepped, especially like on days like there was one day I had like 50 grams of protein because for lunch I had vegetable mushu from the grocery store. I went up to my local grocery store, one of them, got vegetable mushu and some vegetable fried rice, I think it was, or vegetable no, yeah, vegetable fried rice, I think. And then another day I had vegetarian sushi rolls, like avocado rolls basically, and then something else. So there were a couple of days that I kind of ate vegetarian for a couple of days, and my protein was super duper low.
wild protein chips. They're literally chicken chips. They're so good. So this is the Himalayan pink salt.
Why
The
are we
only
zoomed?
flavor that I've had is the salt.
Why were we zoomed in like that? Why were we? Why were we zoomed in on the box like that? Let's look up these wild. Have any of y'all tried these? Here's a sampler box. Oh, they have spicy queso. That sounds kind of yummy. Yeah, Lizzie, I feel ya. My meal prep, I did make some ground chicken last night with some broccoli and peas. That's all it is, and then I put it on some cauliflower rice. Um, and I have my chicken burrito bowls prepped, but I'm gonna have to do some more meal prep like on Sunday. But let's look at these. I don't know if I want to show my entire screen because I don't want you all to see where I live. I mean, not that it's a huge deal. I mean, the city has like 80,000 people. So, wild protein chips. Those look interesting. Let me get a little more info here. Let me find their actual website. Wild Brands. Okay. The spicy queso looks interesting. Um, got some Nashville hot there. Maybe Chantal can get some. Oh, the tofu didn't go well. What happened, Lizzie? I found with tofu, I need to use the extra firm and make sure I press it to get a lot of the moisture out. Um, and then it isn't too bad. But I have to use the extra firm tofu if I'm going to be doing any kind of stir fry with it, or like any kind of like breading or seasoning on it. Um, Buffalo, interesting. What kind of macros? Well, let's see. They're like potato chips. They're gluten free. Are they? Sorry for you vegetarians in the chat. I apologize. Um, let's see. Let's take a look at our macros. Can we see the nutritional information? Okay, one bag, 210 calories, 13 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbs, 13 grams of protein, 25 milligrams of cholesterol, 350 milligrams of sodium, 14%. It's not too bad. I wouldn't say that's too awful. These are the Himalayan salt ones, though. So I imagine that it could be different for different varieties. Um, Stop it. I don't want. So yeah, kind of the same thing for these. This one has 330 milligrams of sodium. Not terrible when it comes to like chips. You know, if you just want like a crispy snack, um, I could see this being a good like crispy snack replacement for potato chips. But you know, again, like potato chips aren't horrible, really. It's just you're gonna get a lot more carbohydrates from the potato. But yeah, interesting. I'll have to see what my dietitian thinks about these. I have my meeting with her on Tuesday. You use the extra firm and you pressed it. You overcooked it. ChatGPT suggested the air fryer. I meal prep plant-based for my fiance, so I was trying to use the tofu for my protein goals. Yeah. You know, I have seen suggestions of using the air fryer for tofu. Um, I haven't done it yet myself. I'm only recently starting to actually use my air fryer. But my problem whenever I cook tofu to like try to like make like tofu is I have a hard time getting all the sides nice and browned. So I think using the air fryer would probably help me with that. Um, Roasted chickpeas and the Korean barbecue flavor. I haven't tried roasted chickpeas with that flavor. I've made roasted chickpeas before myself because I had a can of chickpeas that I wasn't using for anything. And I just drained them, coated them in some seasoning, and popped them in the oven.
Salt and vinegar, so freaking good. So that box comes with 8 bags that look like this, and this bag has 14 protein. And literally, it's antibiotic-free chicken.
14 grams of protein. Let's get our units on there.
These are delicious. And they're always sold out like at stores, so I had to get mine from Amazon. So I did not have a toaster, so I got one. The brand is Bella. It's super cute.
Why is it such a long? What are you toasting? That's 8 inches long. Are you supposed to put your pieces of toast side by side? Why is it a sink? I mean, it's a nice space-saving design. I guess you're supposed to put your pieces of toast side by side if you want to. I mean, good for space saving, I guess, but just weird.
Cute, small, dainty. This is actually the same brand as my air fryer, which I love. So I hand wash all my dishes. I do not use the dishwasher. I think since I've
Hey, Lizzie R. Hope camp's going well.
lived here, I think I've opened the dishwasher like one time, and I'm kind of over the way that I dry my dishes. Like, we've gone in stages, okay? When I first moved here, I used to just dry them on a paper towel, and then I elevated up to a towel, like a kitchen towel, and then I went even further and I got an actual like drying dish mat, but I'm over it.
Yeah, so I bought something that probably is unnecessary. I bought an expensive Dore home dish pad. I have one of these, but it has the rack on it like this as well. This one, this is the one that I bought. Don't look at the price, don't judge me. This is what I bought for my kitchen. It works really well, and then I can fold it up when I'm not using it, and it takes up a lot less space on the counter. But this is what I bought. Yeah. And I also bought I also have it's like a soap. Oh, they have some cute stone coasters. These some sink caddies. I bought them in the slate. I have one in the kitchen and one in the bathroom downstairs. So they're super cute. Because I plan on getting my kitchen counters redone. And it would match well once I get that done. So that's why I bought it. And it matches my bathroom. Yeah. Lizzie, you work hard. It's not hard business to judge how you spend your money. Yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
So we are now elevating it again. It comes with this guy, this thingy majigger. So I like this because there's actually an area to put like my plates and stuff. Before,
Yeah.
like, I didn't have all that. So I'll show you like a before and after when I set this up. So last but not least, I have opened the box, but I haven't actually opened like the actual package here. So I got one of these skull pandas. I thought they were so adorable.
What's a skull panda?
So you can get one of the 6. Personally, for me, I want either Wanderer's Tune or Partita. Like, so cute. Wanderer's Tune is this one. Partita is this one. So let's open it together.
Oh, it's like a mystery package box thing.
Moment of truth. Oh my god, wait, she's so cute. I literally want every single one. So I got Rock On. Look how adorable she is. I want to.
Really? Looks kind of creepy to me. I hate to say it. I think that would give me nightmares. Like if you were like to hang that up in the bedroom, it would be like one of those like creepy porcelain doll rooms where I feel like it's like looking at me. Feels I don't not my aesthetic, but you do you, girl. I would find these to be creepy. And I feel like it was like looking at me.
Collect all 6 of them so bad. Look how freaking cute. So
I'm not on this Labubu bag term. What is Labubu? What the fuck is that? I've been seeing this pop up like Labubu. What is it? I am so not hip with all these new trends and shit because I'm an old bitch. I don't understand some of these things. What is Labubu?
You can use it as a keychain. I'm genuinely obsessed, and it's so.
And who wants a keychain that freaking big? I mean, I guess if you put your keys in like a bag or a purse or something, but I'm like an Uber lesbian and I stick my keys in my pocket. I don't even have my house key on here because I have a keypad. I need to put the key on here in case the battery dies. But my door has a number padlock on it. But the mystery box thing, cash grab. Okay. Is that Tree Boy? I just heard about them. I know. I don't know. I don't know what these Labu. I guess my old ass could just Google it. Labubu. Pop. Oh, okay. So this is the same brand of what she has. Yeah, I don't like them. I think they're creepy. Well, this one's kind of cute. The ones with the human face, though, I think it's kind of creepy. You cannot put Labubus on your bags, keychains, or you will be mugged. Really? Really? Oh, earmuffs. Okay, some of these are cute, but like the ones that she has, I think would give me nightmares. Not my aesthetic, not my thing. Oh, she had the Skull Panda ones. Now, if they were DC characters from like DC Comics, I'd probably buy them. Yeah, I just find some of these a little creepy. Okay, yeah, I've only just heard of these and I don't know. Mars says, I'll read chats for some of you because I know some of you are only listening because you're working. Um, Mars says, I live near London and people have been fighting and scamming people for them. They actually closed the shop to stop people from fighting. Oh my God. It's Chris says, yeah, people are having them stolen due to the rarity or false scarcity. Oh my God. So are there actual Labubu shops? Did I say that right? Labubu? Um, Lububu. Lububu. Um, are there actual Lububu shops or are they sold in like other stores? Like we just had a Daiso open up near me here in my town that I keep meaning to go to, but I was waiting until kind of the novelty wore off. That's crazy. Is this going to be another like Beanie Baby trend?
Such good quality. I can't get over it. All right, you guys. It's
Ooh, let's have more ads.
Got stuck
I really need to get YouTube Premium. Pop Mart. Ah,
in the
okay.
branch that it was growing on, and then
time. I'm going to open this. What is this circle? There's like some random circle floating on here. I have no idea what that is.
I think it's going to be a cleaning pad, probably to clean, or a little scouring cleaner for that little tray type thing, platform bottom thing.
All right, so thankfully I did not need a knife for that. So I didn't realize it, but
Thank goodness you didn't need a knife for that, because watching Amberlynn use knives makes me need Zoloft.
feels like wood or fake wood. I don't know. The way that they described it on Amazon, they were like, yeah, it's stone. Girl, that is not stone. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with any questions or issues. Thank you. I think I got it covered though. All right, so I saw the pictures online. Some people had
Pictures.
it like this, and then this was like this. Some people had this like this.
Just depends what you need to dry. What configuration do you need it in?
I already know what I'm gonna do. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm gonna do a before and after. So currently this is what I use on my island to dry my dishes. I've had it on this side for a while, but I'm ready to have it on this side. So I'm gonna put it.
I have to say that I do prefer the sinks that are under the counter when I get my countertops replaced. I've had a sink sitting in my garage for 3 fucking years since I moved into this house because I've been meaning to get my kitchen countertops replaced, but I need to paint my kitchen cabinets first, and in what time? But yeah, I've had a granite kitchen sink sitting in my garage since 2021. Um, and it's going to be under the counter.
Put it over here. But I am gonna get rid of this. This is actually my mom's Tupperware because her fiance made dinner and they gave me some. It was potatoes, cabbage, and corned beef. It was super delicious. So I had some of that. So I washed this and I'm gonna give it to her next time
Thinking about making a cabbage soup. I do like a good cabbage soup.
I see her. Put this away in here. I usually have this like super organized, but for some reason this is down there. Like I have all of my glass Tupperware perfectly organized and then this container for the lids. All right, so there it is, but we have to test it first. It low-key just seems like, I don't know if a big plate is gonna hold up very well. So here's a smaller one. Oh my God, does it even fit? Yes, okay. But then here is the bigger guy of it. Oh, okay. I have to like press down a little bit for it to be super sturdy. I guess it makes sense. So I genuinely think this is better than what I usually do, which is just this. All right, have fun drying. I genuinely.
Well, you might want to turn it over so that any water inside of the plate will drip down to the mat. Get that sinking. I need to get my countertops replaced. I have to replace the kitchen countertops first.
Don't even want to talk about this. All right, have fun drying. I genuinely don't even want to talk about this, but for transparency reasons, I feel like I have to because it's the right thing to do. As you guys know, I have been weighing myself and doing weigh-in videos for you guys, but also simultaneously.
And worms. What? What, please?
I have been feeling anxiety.
Oh, those sink water worms. That's right. Oh. Oh, that's right. I forgot about her being afraid of there being worms in her sink water. Tap water, Amberlynn.
About my health, and I've been vocal with that, and I haven't been saying why. So with the weigh-ins, I've been like staying the same, but within the 10 weigh-ins that I did do during those last 10 weeks, in total I was down like 7 pounds. But then simultaneously, I'm over here like, I feel like my
Simultaneously.
breathing isn't as good anymore. I feel super swollen every day. I feel.
Well, okay, let's look at this. She did have COVID. She's had some other issues. Probably didn't move a whole lot during that COVID time period. She's been vaping. So, yeah, breathing probably isn't going to be that great, especially when you're 500 pounds.
Feel more like it's hard for me to do daily activities. And it was making my anxiety so bad. So that's why I was like, what is going on with my health? Because over here, my scale is saying that I'm not gaining weight, but simultaneously, my body genuinely feels like it is. So when I went to the doctor, they did.
So it could, again, with her other medical issues, there could be bloating, could be water retention, could be these sorts of things. I know when I got on the scale a week or so ago, when I came back from my trip to Louisville and then going to Springfield, my scale was up a few pounds. But I didn't, but my pants and my clothes still kind of fit the same. So I figured and assumed pretty much it's probably going to be water retention. So Amberlynn could be having more water retention, perhaps a little bit. Or depending on what she's eating, because we don't know.
Did weigh me. It was completely different than genuinely feels like it is. So when I went to the doctor, they did weigh me. It was completely different than what was on my scale here at home.
Of course it was, because when you go to she weighs at home in the nude. and I think she typically weighs in the morning. She might weigh at night. But at the doctor's office, they're going to be weighing you like middle of the day. You've drank fluids, you've eaten food, you have clothing on. So there's going to be a good maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds, maybe even 10, depending on what you're wearing, that it's going to weigh more at the doctor's office.
That happens. I didn't think anything of it at the time. It was kind of shocking to see. I didn't mention this in my video because I think I was like lying to myself. I was telling myself that their scale's broken, but mine's not. But then 4 days ago, I stepped on the scale and it said I weighed 350. And that was when I like
Yeah, no.
flashed back and I was like, wait a minute, is my scale broke? I was like, something's off. Amberlynn, it's time to just like genuinely be honest with yourself. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a gallon of water on the scale because literally you know exactly how much a gallon of water weighs. It kept saying it only weighed a pound. And I'm like, that's not how much a gallon of water weighs. It doesn't weigh a pound. Like everyone knows, a gallon of water is about 8 pounds. So then I decided to.
It is. I want to say it's 7.8. I want to say, if I remember my conversions correctly. Mars says, remember when she weighed in during the weight loss surgery era and their scale was like 30 pounds difference or something? When she had the two different scales and she went from one to the other? Yeah. And, you know, there will be differences in scales and whatnot, but you can check it with calibrating like that. Like, hey, a 5-pound bag of sugar, is it going to weigh 5 pounds? Because even in my bathroom, like if she moves her scale around the bathroom, if it's not in a set single place, my scale in my bathroom can change 5 to 6 pounds depending on where I put it on the bathroom floor. And I don't know if that's because my bathroom floor is slightly uneven or something, but if she moves her scale and doesn't put it in the exact same place each time, that could also have it be off of, not 150 pounds off. But yeah. So Amberlynn has broken her scale.
To change the batteries because I was like, okay, maybe it's just the batteries. So
Maybe
long
the
story
batteries.
short, I think that the doctor's scale was actually right. I don't know. My scale is broke. I did drop it a few months ago. I didn't think.
Well, shit. I did drop it a couple of months ago. Well, there you go.
Think anything of it. I was sweeping the floor. I had it on the corner of the sink. It fell. I genuinely thought it still worked, but switching the batteries out only made it more like hectaconic. I don't know. I'm really upset. I ordered a new scale and it's going to be here in a couple days and I'm not looking forward to it at all. Like I should have listened to my body more because my body was telling me, Amberlynn, you're gaining weight, while I had.
Again, I always say this, that you can tell by her face because she often loses and gains weight in her face first, and her face is looking a little puffier and rounder. Again, some of this could be some bloating, some of this could be some of the side effects from her medication, but her face and like neck are looking puffier. Well, she hasn't given us any weigh-ins really lately. Her most recent was a couple of weeks ago and it was like 513. So I don't know. But her face is looking like she's gained some weight.
Had a broken scale telling me, oh girl, no, you're actually this size. Like, I don't know. I just feel really upset about it. All right, you guys. So today is Tuesday. So
Well, you should be upset that you're not, you know, taking care of shit. What's this little mushroom? Oh, it's coffee.
I have my live stream. So I'm actually about to go live. I have 6 minutes. So I'm gonna get it ready now. Sometimes I have this annoying glitch where it won't let me use my camera or my microphone.
I don't think she's 545-ish. I would say maybe 520-ish, 525 maybe. I don't think she's gotten back up to like 550. She could have, but I don't think so. I would say between 520, 525.
But all I usually have to do
But I don't know.
is delete one of my tabs. I don't know. So I have a lot of tabs open because I watch a lot of different like YouTube videos, but I can only handle like a few minutes, actually a couple minutes at a time. It's hard for me to just like sit and watch something. I think I'm gonna title this one Tornadoes because that is literally what I've been experiencing today. Actually, I'm gonna title this one Tornado Warning because I've had multiple of those today. And sometimes when the weather's really bad, like super windy, etc., the internet gets so
So if this was last week's live streams, she went live like 6 different times because her internet kept dropping.
wonky. And it's annoying because I pay a lot for my internet and I have no other like internet options. I have like the best one. I don't know.
So yeah, so for those of you not in the US, a lot of areas are kind of sectioned by what provider you can have for your internet services, and you might only have 1 or 2 options in your area. With Amberlynn being in an apartment complex, that apartment complex is going to have a contract with a particular provider. At the apartment complex that I had, we had AT&T Uverse. Where I live now, AT&T doesn't service my area. So I had to go with Spectrum, and they fucking suck. It was Spectrum or CenturyLink. CenturyLink is god awful. Spectrum was supposed to be much better, but I think I'm going to switch to Gateway Fiber because they put fiber in 2 years ago, and I think I'm going to switch. My neighbor switched, and he loves it. So that's how kind of your internet provider works in the US. Is you're going to have areas that are serviced by particular providers and only that provider, sometimes 2. So you're very limited in your options unless you go with a satellite internet like Google Fi or like Verizon or what's the SpaceLink? Something, whatever Elon's, whatever Tesla or SpaceX's, whatever theirs is. It's possible she's reached the max weight for her scale, causing it to be inaccurate, maybe. Um, could be, but I think it's just she dropped it. um,
I mean, it is what it is. When the internet messes up, I literally just restart the live. It doesn't seem like it bothers people. All right, I have it set and ready to go.
this
Okay, I have
Tuesday.
2 minutes before my live starts, but immediately someone is like, please address the black folding chair situation type deal by the door. And I
Oh, this was this last Wednesday.
was like sitting here like, what? And then I looked over and I'm like, oh, that folding chair I have had for literally ever. I've never used it since I've been in this apartment. It's just a random folding chair, but I have it sitting there because it used to be in my closet, but I want my mom to come pick it up because I have a few boxes for her. So I'm gonna let her have the chair. So that's the reason why it's sitting there. That is such a random thing. Like, I feel like people genuinely make a
Oh yeah, people were saying that she used this black folding chair in the shower. Um, it's a cloth chair, like the seat is cloth, I guess. So why would you use that in the shower? And people were like, "Oh, she's so fat, she needs a chair." Lots of showers have benches in them. Honestly, having something to sit down on makes it easier to shave your damn legs. um, and it makes it easier to wash your feet, the bottom of your feet, because you're not trying to balance on one leg or whatever. So people trying to be like, "Oh, you're so fat, you need a fucking chair in the shower." Having it, lots of showers have shower benches.
mountain out of a molehill, or literally a mountain out of something like that's literally this small. It's literally just a folding chair that's sitting against my wall for my mom. How weird. All right, you guys, so I've been sitting here editing my vlog. I actually finished my live stream about an hour ago. It went really good. I feel like live stream.
So she's staying up really late because it's going to be like midnight now for her. Sorry, you're hearing YouTube notifications.
Have been just really great lately, and I appreciate it so much. It was like, I don't know if it was a troll or what, but they sent me like $70 in super chat and then like called me a cow. But a couple
Yeah, this is Leah. She's talking about Leah right now, which is really bizarre because in the previous weeks Leah's like, "I love you so much, be my girlfriend," and then this week she's like, "Cow, moo moo, have some snacks." It was really really well. Sorry, it was really weird. Sorry, I was reading a notification that popped up.
couple weeks ago, they were hitting on me so hardcore. Like, they were just thinking I was a person who hung the moon. So that was some entertainment. And also, I talked a little bit more about foster care and told a story time or two about it. I don't know. I feel like I really, really love my live streams, like genuinely, and I want everyone to be a part of my members' live streams. Like, there's a whole community
Of course you do, because they're paying you $10 a month.
of people, and I look forward to speaking.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout every week. Done.
I'm getting back on track with Factor.
Fresh to you guys every single week.
Me too, Chris. And when I get my master bathroom redone and turn the bathtub into a walk-in shower, I'm getting a bench put in my shower.
I'm like, I wonder how so-and-so's doing. I wonder how so-and-so's doing, like, to speaking to you guys every single week. I'm like, I wonder how so-and-so's doing. I wonder how so-and-so's doing. Like, it's just so fun to me. Anyways, I'm going to keep editing this vlog.
If you had a Discord, Amberlynn, you could keep up with your members. You can set it up for verification that it's members only. And granted, you have people like me that are members that might sneak in there, but you can set up a members only Discord, and then you can keep up with your community and see how they're doing.
All right, so I just had to get out my printer. My apartment is so itty bitty. I have nowhere to like have it set up, so I have to have it put away at all times.
I gotta get a new
So
printer.
when I need to print out something, I have to like get it out. It's this whole thing. But I had to print out some paperwork because I'm actually about to get
That sucks, Liz. Your work needs to understand that you're watching a live stream.
labs done tomorrow. My doctor actually is checking me for an autoimmune disorder, which is called Hashimoto's, I'm pretty sure. So
Hashimoto's.
it's an autoimmune disorder that like attacks your thyroid. So he wants to find out like the underlying reason for the reason why I have hypothyroidism. So I had to print out my lab requests for that. So when I was showing weekly Lego updates, it seems like people were hating it. Sometimes it does take me longer to do a Lego, and sometimes it takes me like 2 seconds. Sometimes I'll do multiple Legos in a week, and sometimes I'll do one Lego every couple of months. But I'm always working on it. Meaning some days I'll build for hours, other days just for a couple of minutes. And I'm in that couple of minutes era because I do have like so many different hobbies and things that I'm doing every day. But I heard people loud and clear, you guys want to watch the progression of my builds, so I'm going to show them to you guys. So if you guys remember, these are the last two.
I enjoy the Legos because I also have Legos. Oh, don't need my armband right now. I'm not working.
That I did and I showed you. Now I'm working on this third one, and this is how much I have done so far. So that's my update for you guys. Okay guys, so I just filmed a TikTok for the first.
Oh my god, and somebody pointed out, I think in Treeboy Ilia's live, or in Treeboy's Discord, that one of the straps on her bra down here is hanging on for dear life. And yeah, so she's back to posting little thirst trap TikToks.
Time in literally forever. I used to post TikToks all the time, but I don't know. I stopped. I was in like a depressive episode. Wasn't feeling the greatest about myself. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I feel like the greatest about myself, but a lot of things can happen at once. You can have fun, you can feel sexy, all while trying to be proactive and becoming a healthier version of yourself. Like, you only live once. Just because you're trying to
Exactly, and you need to get on it.
be healthier, or you're not the societal norm of like what's attractive, doesn't mean that you cannot feel that way. There's a song that I've been obsessed with personally, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post a TikTok. So you guys should definitely go over there, give it a look-see if you want to. But yeah, it's just fun being carefree sometimes. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna put my clothing back on, guys.
Yes, girl, let's get dressed.
Now that I have decided against the tap water.
Yes, Amberlynn, it is tap water, as I told you multiple times. As somebody pointed out in the chat one day, saying sink water makes it sound like you got a sink full of water and you're just dipping your glass into it.
It comes from the literal kitchen sink. Like, I understand it's a faucet.
Yeah, it comes from the kitchen sink, but it's tap water. It's coming out of the tap. It's not coming out of the sink. The sink is the basin.
I understand it's tap water, but it's coming from a sink. So to me, it's sink water. But ever
It's coming from the tap.
since, I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to be drinking my gallons of water, which I do. I just buy gallons of water, and I put some ice in here, and
I love how she kind of throws shade at me because it's not. I'm 99% certain it's because I was giving her shit the last few videos, being like, it's tap.
It has been like the easiest, breeziest water consumption I've ever had in my life.
If that's what it takes for her to drink water, then more power. Ilya says, so bothered.
Like, I genuinely every single day look forward to waking up, cleaning this, refilling it. By the way, please clean it. Someone sent me a video of someone not cleaning out this part right here, and they ended up like going to the hospital because they didn't take it out because there was like mold in there. You guys, remember to clean your cups. I have too much of like anxieties about things getting bacteria'd. So
Bacteria? You got bacteria. It's like,
things like that are very easy for me to remember. I clean this every single day. So alongside vlogs, I'm still going to be filming Let's Talk videos. Vlogs and Let's Talk videos get the most views. I want to give you guys what you want. I love vlogging. I love being interviewed by you guys, answering your guys' questions, rumors, whatever it may be. I'm still going to have weigh-ins, what I ate today's within my vlogs, whenever my scale comes, which I'm really nervous for because it's a mixture of like, okay, I know my scale's broken, but like, is the doctor's also maybe off?
well, the doctor scale, again, they weigh you in the middle of the day, like whenever you've already consumed things, and you're wearing clothes. I just watched her TikTok last night, I think. It's restricted. How is it breaking TOS? It's Chris. How is it breaking TOS? Is it because she's fat and wearing a bra? Which is bullshit.
Because I am so much bigger and sometimes doctor's office don't have scales that like work really well with my type of size. Like, that has happened in the past. So I feel like my weight is just like really unknown at this moment. Or was my scale actually working during all those weigh-in times and it just recently broke? I don't know. Like, none of it makes sense to me. But if you guys want to send me a voice memo, you still can do that by going to my Instagram at hectic.ambi. Send me a microphone emoji.
She didn't say, Ilya, she didn't say how much she weighed at the doctor's office. She just said that it was more.
I will send you a smiley face back, so then you can send me a voice message asking whatever you like. So I want to do one card oracle. I'm going to be doing Shine from the Inside. I really like how positive these oracle cards are. Oh, there's already a card that's just for me. Believe in yourself, unleash your inner unicorn. Look how beautiful that is. The enchanting unicorn embodies the feminine yin energy of the moon and represents magic, mystery, intuition, innocence, courage, wisdom, fulfillment, and abundance. It connects us with our truest essence by teaching us to trust our own intuition and believe in our own unique sparkle magic. Our inner unicorn knows our wildest dreams and desires. Tapping into the untamed energy feels like absolute freedom and gives you permission to be your authentic self. This card usually shows up when you've been doubting yourself.
He loves that baby.
And wait till you see the other two surprises. A joyful bundle of 3.
3?
I was thinking of gifting one to each of you. I got AT&T's bundle of 3, iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence for me, and
Sorry,
Wow,
the
I
ad
love
distracted
that.
me.
All right, you guys, so it is time for comment of the day. So comment of the day is where I take the last vlog from the point of me filming this. I put it into a random comment generator picker type deal, and I respond to the first few comments that pop up. Cricket Halo 49 said, photo shoot in panties.
I have to say, I love their profile picture. It's like a little fat raccoon. I love raccoons. They're so cute. Chris says maybe TikTok is shit for being inconsistent when enforcing rules. I think it's people just reporting it just to be bitches, really, just to be pains in the ass. I don't believe her video did anything to break TOS personally. Yeah, photo shoot in panties. Let's not. I mean, if she wants to, go for it. I'm sure some people would enjoy that content. There are people that cook in their underwear. More power to you.
Not a photo shoot, but I mean, kind of like a personal photo shoot. I'm not gonna be like posting them online or anything like that. Scott will.
She said these are going to make the cutest photos, or these are going to take cute photos. She said in that video with her little panty haul that she was taking photos because we were like, photos for whom? Who are you sending photos to? This person says, I too love ice cold milk.
Wilson1672 said, I too love ice cold milk. Literally, that is the only way to drink it, ice cold. I will say though, when I was in an all-girls group home when I was 10 and 11, a trick that they taught us is when we felt like we couldn't sleep, to warm up a tiny bit of milk with a little bit of honey in the microwave. It was supposed to just kind of soothe you and calm you. And I mean, I guess it worked a little bit as a little girl, but I don't think it would work as an adult. Plus, thinking about drinking warm milk now makes me like cringe a little bit.
Put some chocolate in it. Get you a little hot cocoa. Dr. Pistachio ASMR says 1835. That's another one of your sock accounts, though.
Dr. Pistachio ASMR said, 1835. That's another one of your sock accounts, though. I find it really amusing and funny, and also like it shows me that people just like, they don't have critical thinking. A lot of people watch me, so there's gonna be a few positive comments that seep through in the tornado of chaos. No pun intended. A lot of people.
There are going to be a few people. I mean, just even going into her live chats on live streams on Tuesday nights, she has supporters. She has people that are positive. And there are going to be people that don't have a membership that are still supporters.
People will not leave positive comments because they get attacked, like hardcore, over just the simplest comments. So when I do see positive comments, like, I'm rooting for you guys and I appreciate you guys. I even appreciate the silent positive supporters that I have. It genuinely means the world to me. But when there is positivity being spread, people always think it's my sock accounts. Guess what? Amberlynn doesn't have any sock accounts. Imagine that. How would you guys feel if you knew that 99.99% of the rumors about me are actually all untrue? Y'all would probably pass out. Anyways, I'm gonna end this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for spending the day with me. Bye.
You are so welcome. So she says she doesn't have any sock accounts. Who knows if she does or not? She may not. Maybe Damon White will pop in.
I'm still watching.
Whoop. I had to dig for a thumbnail. Yeah, so her scale is she broke her scale. You know, it could be it could be that when it fell off the sink, it loosened something came loose inside, and then with the standing on it and weighing on it, it slowly made it worse. And something is broken inside when it comes to the weighing mechanisms inside. So, but we do have her next video. This was uploaded. Was this today? Is this today's video? Yeah, just a couple of hours ago. So this is titled, My Health Has Gone Downhill. I Feel My Weight Gain and Thoughts on Tammy Slaton. And it's another vlog. I don't think anybody's surprised her health is going downhill, and she needs to rein it in. She needs to take care of that shit. However, in this first initial shot here, the choker is further down on the neck. It's looking her neck's looking a little slimmer, but that could just be maybe her face is looking a little rounder. You can with the chin, yeah, she's either a little bloated or she's looking like she's gained some weight. But let's go ahead and get into this one. Another 20 minutes. I will try to shut up during this one, and we'll get through it quickly.
Hello, welcome to another vlog. Alright guys, so I just got ready because I'm actually about to go get some labs done. I'm going to just explain this in case you guys haven't watched my past videos. I have hypothyroidism. My doctor wants to see like what is the underlying cause of my thyroid being like this. So he's testing me for an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's, whatever it's called.
The second one, Hashimoto's.
I used to not be able to pronounce hypothyroidism, so now that I know how to pronounce that, it gives me hope that I will learn how to pronounce the words that I'm not good at pronouncing. Words that I will always pronounce, kinda hecticana, both milk, eggs. People say that I pronounce those words weird, but like my mom also pronounces them.
She does pronounce them a little weird, but there are people in different regions of the country that do say them that way. So it just sounds weird when you hear somebody say it that way and you aren't used to hearing it said that way.
That way, so I think it's just like something I grew up doing. Oh, my mom's calling me. That was weird. Do you guys ever leave the house without your important documents? Literally almost just left without my lab requests. I still have my sticker on here. I got these from Torrid because I like to have a pop of pink. They're pretty cute.
So with my hospitals up here and stuff, they put it in digitally, and I just go in to the hospital and say, I need blood work for Dr. So-and-so, and they pull it up and say, all right.
Oh, I wish my hair was down today, but not in the mood. Got my papers. I'm ready to go.
I don't care for those sunglasses, but that's just me. Not my style.
I'm just gonna go outside now. All right, got my blood drawn, so we are done with that.
My boyfriend and I have been arguing because he won't pay for YouTube Premium. But it's okay because
Well, maybe you should pay for your own damn YouTube Premium.
I've just downloaded AdBlock from
Different day. Same shit, different day.
Hello. Welcome to the next day, actually. I don't know about y'all, but like with the weather getting more warm and hotter, like I just do not want to wear my hair down, but I also do not want to be in the habit of wearing my hair up all the time because
Yeah, it can be warm on the neck, and yeah.
I personally don't like my hair up, but it's helpful during warmer days. So it actually just stopped raining. The rain
It just started raining harder here.
has eased up, folks. Like it has just been so stormy lately, and I'm like, oh my god, why is this happening? Like I don't mind a storm. Thunderstorms, lightning, etc., used to scare me irrationally for some reason, but I've graduated from that era and I do enjoy a storm. But the thing is, I don't enjoy the tornadoes. By the way, I'm gonna be a furry mess today. Like, a part of me wants to get rid of this outfit because I cuddle, pet my fur babies literally all day long, and this type of material literally attaches to their fur hardcore. Like, what I mean by that is literally all day long, I'm going to be picking fur and
You know they make lint rollers, right?
their little fur baby particles, for the lack of a better word,
Or, fur.
off of my clothing all day long because that's just like the material this is. But I like it because it's cute, striped. I don't know. But like
It's giving me Freddy Krueger vibes.
there's just certain type of materials that you shouldn't wear if you plan on cuddling your fur babies. But this is just one of those moments where I'm like, if I look like a mess, it's literally just because I am. Okay. So this is actually the full outfit here. I've had this dress for literally ever, but I forgot all about it. Super cute.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger vibes. Yeah, girl, she has gained some weight. You can tell.
Like, I personally love a good stripe and also really enjoy the colors black and maroon. All right, guys, so I got a new mesh shirt from Amazon. I'm not sure how I feel about it because it looks like a disease of some sort in person.
It looks like a leopard print and mesh.
I don't know. I also got a new brush. I've realized I really love this brand. I use it for my foundation. I use it for my blush. But I got some bronzer and I needed a brush for it. I got the Buttermelt bronzer. This is actually what I use for blush. And this Buttermelt NYX brand that they have.
Use it for blush. It looks like a skin tone.
Going. This is in the color Deserve Butter. And then I got some new eyebrow stuff. So I got 305 Soft Brow Maybelline. I've been using the same e.l.f. eyebrow stuff for like literally a decade. So I figured I would try something different. All right, you guys, I want to show you a meal that I have been ordering lately. So it's from this restaurant.
So are we not doing our limiting takeout to 2 times a week? Yeah, it's Chris. She did buy a lint roller recently, didn't she?
Called BJ's. It's soba noodles.
BJ's has noodles.
And it's genuinely delish. So it's soba noodles, obviously, in a peanut sauce with chicken, broccoli, almonds, carrots. Normally I'm creepy.
Okay, not a bad choice. I mean, you can have carbs, you can have noodles, whatever. There's chicken, broccoli, and they're good. Yeah.
Up by chicken, but I've told you guys before actually that the chicken here at BJ's is so good. Like there's no weird tendons,
Chris does not like those stripes.
there's no weird textures, it doesn't look weird, it's cooked well. Look how delicious this looks. It's honestly amazing. Hello. So it's been a little bit. I'm actually doing some laundry. I use the Moonlight Gain.
I need to do laundry tonight. I think I may have the same. I think I may have the same scent beads
For
as
dryer
that.
sheets. And for the actual wash, I use the Gain Moonlight Breeze
No, I have Unstoppables right now.
liquid stuff. The best. So I was supposed to get my results today, but I did not get them. So I'm hoping that I get them tomorrow. So my doctor never really told me, like, you know, if I do have Hashimoto's, like, what is that going to mean? Like, what do I do for it?
I don't think it means anything, to be honest. A couple of my aunts have had Hashimoto's. I don't think it means anything really. I haven't looked into it much because I don't have it as far as I know. We've never tested for it, but I don't think it means much. It may just affect the dosage of your levothyroxine. Let me see. You know what? Let me just look it up for you, Amberlynn. Yeah, so I think the biggest issue is that it's because it's an autoimmune disorder that it can cause other issues as well. Um, but I think the only thing you can really do is just take levothyroxine, I think. Now you can look it up on the Mayo Clinic.
I am hoping that I do not have that and that just taking this thyroid medicine can just fix my thyroid. I don't know. I guess a lot of women after their 30s actually get this disease. It's genuinely crazy how much like your body truly
It's more prevalent in women than in men for sure.
changes once you're in your 30s. Like I feel like I've gotten more mature, level-headed, but like my health definitely gone downhill.
Well, it's because you've gotten older and because you've not taken care of your weight issues and it's putting more strain on your body. That didn't cause the thyroid issues. But yeah, just in general, your health being over 500 pounds, the older you get, the more your body's going to have more strain put on it.
But I can fix that. This is how my arm looks from getting my blood drawn yesterday. So tell me, are you guys one of those people where it's hard to find a vein or it's easy? For me, it's easy, thankfully. I did have an era, maybe like 7 years ago, even actually during my cancer journey, it was kind of hard for them to find a vein sometimes. But I don't know, in the last few years, like my veins just like are there. They're just really easy to be seen. And I know that's shocking because like for heavier people, veins are harder to find. That's just like how it is. But
It's not a matter of being able to be seen, it's how easy is it to, like, you would look at my right arm and think, oh, you can't fucking see that. You would look at my right arm and think that this elbow would be so much easier because you can really see my veins in it. But my right arm isn't as easy to stick as my left arm because the vein doesn't puff up as much whenever in my right arm. So it's not about visibility, it's about more how much does it, whenever they cut off the supply, how much does it actually, how easy is it to fill?
But mine is just like always there, and they always do my right arm. I think it's just because naturally I just put out my right arm, so then I think they just go ahead and assume this is the one. But yeah, thankfully, like I've only ever once, again, it was during my cancer journey, ever had them go through my hand, and it was right before my hysterectomy. They did it through my hand. Oh my god, that was scary. All right, Snacklin. I'm craving a snack. I'm gonna have some of this uncured peppered salami. This is like one of my favorite. Highly, highly recommend. It's so good. And then for my sweet tooth, which I highly recommend, are these milk
Are you out of Built Bars?
chocolate sea salt caramels. The brand is Favorite Day, and you get 3 of them for 150 calories. I find that caramel is actually pretty low calorie. It's just not realistic for me to never have anything sweet again for the rest of my life, so I just have to make it work.
And nobody expects you to, but there are swaps you can make, and you can make other choices. But if you're trying to lose weight, then you find a way to work those calories and those macros into your goals.
So I really enjoy having like 2 or 3 of these. And then this is what they look like. Do keep in mind my hands are kind of small. Yes, I get it, they're fat, but like they're small. Same with my feet. I have small feet, but they're fat, just like my hands. Small but fat. And it's just super delicious. Look at it. Shout out to the water gods. Amberlynn finally found the way to do it. I'm telling you, why am I obsessed with drinking water now? And no, I do not use sink/tap water for my ice that I put in here. Nobody wants a frozen worm, you silly bouncy bubbles.
Nobody wants a worm, you silly bouncy bubbles.
Listen, this whole vlog has been filmed. I'm currently editing it. It just started storming outside. Yet again, I'm watching the live news on and off while I edit this. I don't know how much more I can take of these storms, folks.
Girl, I feel ya. Luckily, they've stayed a little south and east of me, but yeah, they've been hitting the St. Louis area. I'm west of St. Louis a little ways, so.
My eviction was caught on camera.
Oh no!
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I love staged videos.
Office. I was sent.
I use my gallon of water and I make ice that way. I add the ice, the water. I'm about to refill this.
You know, somebody in chat asked during the last one, doesn't she use tap water to make her ice? I think she's giving you your answer. I think it was Mars that asked that, wasn't it?
I don't know how much more I can take of these storms, folks. I use my gallon of water and I make ice that way. I add the ice, the water. I'm about to refill this. So I'm going to be drinking like 1.5 of these today, which is really good for me. So I took this.
So she uses gallons of water to make her ice cubes instead of tap water. I'm just pondering this. You do realize, Amberlynn, that when you go to like Chick-fil-A and these types of places, they're not using bottled water hooked up to their fountain machines. It's coming in from the city water supply. So your favorite Chick-fil-A ice is coming from the city water supply. It's Chris says that she keeps this up and I may never have ice or water again.
This gallon of water, I poured it in my ice tray. And then I add the ice to my freezer. And then once they're all frozen, which they freeze pretty quickly because they're so small, I put them in my little ice tray. And then I have like an ice scooper so I don't have to touch it with my hands. Showing you guys my build last.
Those are kind of cute, like little like card suits.
Vlog motivated me to complete it. So I already showed you guys these 2 that I completed, which is.
So we have the spade, the heart, and the club, or as my mother called them, puppy dog feet. So where's the diamonds?
The spade and the heart, but I did the club. Look how cute it is. So the one I'm working on now is actually the diamond, and then I will have the whole collection. So as you guys remember in my last vlog, I talk about how my scale is broken. I ordered a new one and it was just delivered. So let's go get it. All right, you guys. So I did get my scale, but I don't like going to bed with wet hair personally. So I'm gonna get my shower over with. But I actually have watched an episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters today. I'm still watching from last season when they were in the UK, and I don't know.
They were in the UK. I'm so behind on anything with the 1,000 Pound Sisters. I think I read something about Tammy had weight loss surgery recently, so good for her. I do know that Amy got engaged to that dude that she, I guess, got arrested with whenever they had the camel bite. She got bitten by a camel at a drive-through zoo, and they smelt weed in the car, and they arrested her, I think this dude, for like child endangerment or something.
Like, seeing Tammy be able to do that, like go to a different country, like it brought tears to my eyes. Like,
And Tammy has a girlfriend, I believe. Tammy is in a sapphic relationship. I believe she said a few seasons ago that she was pansexual.
I just think that's genuinely so
good for her.
freaking inspirational. It's beautiful.
Happy Pride, Tammy
She has to
Slaton.
use a scooter while there, even though she has lost over 400 pounds. But like, who cares? I do not want her to feel bad about that at all. Like, people have to use scooters for multiple different reasons. But girl, you're in the UK. Like, it's just so beautiful. She inspires so many people, including me, and it's just, I love seeing it. I love seeing it. I know there's actually
Then let's take that inspiration and put it into action, girly pop.
a current season happening, and I don't like spoiler alerts, so I know nothing about it. I'm just happy to see that they have a new season, like, when it's
Oh, sorry, Amber. Don't watch the last few minutes if you're watching this. Sorry, I mean, I just spoiled some things for you. I just see news articles pop up.
almost summertime, when usually it's around winter when it comes out. So that makes me wonder if they're still filming. Like, me and Tammy are friends on Facebook. We've said a couple things to each other, nothing like crazy, but really I just tell her that she's amazing and such an inspiration. She probably gets that every single day, all day long, but like,
You're gonna rub your damn eyebrows off. Just get.
I mean it so hard. Like, as deep as my heart goes, that's where it's there. All right, you guys, so the scale that I got is the XL.
XL 700. 700-pound capacity talking scale. Sigh, Freddy Krueger. Are you behind? Are you behind, wife?
Well, 700. The brand is My Weight, and it is a talking scale. I'm pretty sure it comes with batteries, but just in case that it doesn't, I do have tons of batteries, so it doesn't even matter. So I'm pretty sure it's the same brand as the scale I have now. It does look a little bit different though. I think the other one only weighs up to 550, the one that I have now actually.
Oh.
So what I like about the scale is it is wide. So for us thick thighs, girlies and boyies and non-binaries, it's good. So you feel more like level on it. But this is what it looks.
Sigh, no, just a really delayed reaction. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Looks like. I have had this scale before. And no, I will not be weighing myself right now because it is nighttime and I have 8 and everything else. So
I've eaten.
let's see. Does it come with batteries? So you need 4 AA batteries. Let's look in the back here. Okay, well, there's no batteries there. I put it on the edge of the counter. Hopefully this one doesn't fall off like my
Don't drop it. Shit. I don't think I've changed the batteries in my scale in years.
other one did, and that's how it broke. Not a bunch of videos in my recommended saying Amberlynn broke her scale. It's like people will clickbait anything about me. Like, I'm allowed to clickbait myself because it's me and my experiences, but people just like, they go extreme.
There's batteries on the back of the styrofoam right there. You see those batteries on the styrofoam?
Oh, they're the batteries. I don't know. I definitely feel weight
Yeah.
gain.
Yeah, I had videos pop up in my recommendations too, saying Amberlynn broke her scale.
I will say that. Like, I'm still able to do everything. Like, obviously I live by myself, but things are harder, duh. Like, something that someone would do that's like 120 pounds, obviously is probably harder for me as someone who's over 500. So that's why whenever I say like, yeah, things are, you know, a little bit harder for me as a bigger person, people are so amazed by it. Don't be amazed. And then they run with it. It's really not that
Ilya, that's why she won't weigh herself for us. Why? Why what?
spectacular or something to run with because it's pretty obvious. But my whole thing is when it's talking to me. My favorite thing is when overweight men, obese men, say that I'm eating too much. Men need more calories than females. Goodbye. So already
The scale's already like, my bitch.
you're outing yourself. Like, you're obese too. I mean, you're in the
She conveniently isn't weighing herself because she's triggering. No, she's not weighing herself now because it's at nighttime and she's already eaten during the day. She needs to be consistent with the timing in which she weighs herself, and right after she first wakes up in the morning is going to be the best time to weigh herself.
in the same club, it's okay. Especially when you're also morbidly obese. Like, we're both gonna die young, so let's both figure it out and stop.
We're both gonna die young, so let's both figure it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Why don't you work on that, Amberlynn, and get the help that you need with your diet, with your mental health, with all of these things? I mean, yeah, people be like, "Oh, she's eating too much." We haven't seen what she's been eating lately, so I don't know. I mean, can't speak to that, but it sounds like it sounds like she's uh been gaining weight, which would mean that she's probably overeating. So, see, that isn't clickbaiting since she said she broke it. Yeah. She broke it by dropping it. But like whenever you see somebody like a Karina Kaboom or somebody put in the title, Amberlynn broke her scale, they're implying that it's because she's too fat. She broke it by stepping on it. That's the implication in the thumbnails that are saying that. She did break her scale because she dropped it and then probably exacerbated the issue by standing on it. And take the food and poop pounds off. It's okay. Let's see, I've had 5 pounds of food today. So let's subtract that. Plus, the water weight and those sorts of things. Yeah. She needs to be consistent with the timing in which she weighs herself.
Stop judging me, because I'm sure when you look in the mirror, you aren't happy with your choices either, you know? Hey guys, so
Maybe they are. Maybe they're very happy with their choices and they're judging the shit out of you because they want to.
I'm actually about to switch purses. I've been using
Oh, for fuck's sake.
one of my favorite purses ever, and I was gonna say the longest one I've had. Does that make sense? The one I've had the longest, which is my Rebecca Minkoff. But I'm just gonna switch it to a smaller purse. It's just this really cute pink one. It's pretty much just a wallet, and that's what I want. So someone in my members live stream was like, "Can you do a what's in my purse?" So I figured we could do that real quick in this video. First things first, I have my wallet here.
Are you going to put your wallet inside the wallet purse? Or are you going to take the things out of your wallet and put them directly into your wallet purse?
So what I have in here is...
Factor clearly gets active lifestyles.
Apparently Factor meals.
Developed by dietitians and prepared by chefs, so they're actually good. And they're
obviously a debit card, ID. This thing I won at bingo, it's just like a free, you pick them because it's something I won, so they just gave that to me for free. We have some coins. I have Twinkie and Wasabi's little Raby tags in there. And then, I don't know, like $40. Nothing special. What is this? The receipt from when I got my labs done. We have another folded paper. Oh, a vet receipt. I always bring a charger with me. Oh, okay, I guess we also have a gold hoop earring as
Random earring.
well. We have another receipt. What is this for? UPS receipt. Another receipt. We have a Walmart receipt. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
My ex-girlfriend from like, God, 23 years ago would get so irritated at me because my wallet, I had so many fucking receipts in my wallet that she took my wallet one day and she was like, she took all the receipts out and she's like, "Do you really need this fucking receipt for cat food?" And she threw it away. She's like, "Do you need this receipt?" And she was, because I would always just stick my receipts in my wallet and just leave them there. And she's like, "Really, hon?" She's like, "We're going through this." And she's just like, "Really? Do you really need this?" I'm like, "No."
5 pens. The other hoop. This one's actually from bingo, so I need to give that back to them. I guess I just accidentally put it in my purse.
Oh, Amberlynn, still in bingo pens.
And then I have all these cute pens here. I have a lipstick, which is in the brand Mel. I have the Rebecca Minkoff card. Damn, I've had that in there forever. We have some change on the bottom of my purse. Maybelline lipstick. More Maybelline lipstick. One of my scent birds, and the one that's in here currently is Sexual.
Currently? You mean currently?
Scent birds, and the
Yeah, so she has all these fucking scent birds, and then she also buys like more and more bottles of perfume. How much perfume does one person need?
One that's in here currently is Sexual Noir by Michael German. I love having one of these in my purse. Carmax, another pen. That's 6 pens. A business card someone gave me. I think that's it. So much.
I don't even have my own business cards in my wallet. They're in my backpack and a business card holder for my previous company. I don't have any for my new company.
Is what I'm going to put in this purse. So everything that's in my wallet, I'm going to put in there for sure. And then I'm definitely going to put these lipsticks.
Throw the lipstick in there.
My Carmax, my perfume. Is this even going to fit? It does fit in this. Perfect. And then I'm going to take back.
I mean, obviously I don't carry any makeup because I don't wear it. But I would always, my most recent ex-girlfriend would carry a purse, and if we were going out somewhere, like to a festival or like downtown or somewhere, I would have my sunglasses, and I'd have my regular glasses, put them in the case, and I'm like, honey, can you carry these for me? And she would carry shit in her purse for me, because I don't carry one. I have a shoulder bag I carry sometimes.
Back the bingo pens and then keep a cute pen. And then everything fits in here perfectly. So I never put my phone in my purse. I always just have it with me, like either in my pocket or my bra or in my hand. Hello, so we have...
Girl, stop carrying shit in your bra. You're gonna stretch your bra out. I hated working at the gas stations when women would come in and I'd be like, oh, that's, $7.50, and be like, and like just pull money out of their bra. I'm like, I don't want your boob sweat laden money.
Have another storm update. I took a break from editing because I was just getting kind of anxious because the wind is 70 miles per hour and it genuinely sounds like a tornado's outside. It's pouring, it's flooding on my street again. I remember I actually Googled like a month ago, why does it flood so much in Oklahoma? And it all made sense while I was reading it.
Because we don't have proper drainage in parking lots and streets, and it gets overwhelmed. They do that shit down in Springfield, Missouri too. The streets flood so fucking bad. I'm getting a slight headache, by the way.
But I didn't absorb a single bit of information, so I don't even remember what the answer was, but it made sense, I promise. It goes away rather quickly, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know if you guys hear the thunder, the rain. It's kind of hectic on it right now. But I'm gonna finish editing this. I'm gonna take a melatonin.
Sigh, it won't blow you away. Don't be scared. The shade.
And I'm hoping to sleep through it, but somehow I doubt that. Let's do comment of the day. Brittany Bubby said, you're almost in your 40s. Stop with the piggy tails, although it is suiting. So for one,
girl, wear your hair how you want.
I am not almost in my 40s. I am only 34.
What's wrong with being almost in your 40s? Huh? What's wrong being in your 40s? Other than I feel fucking old.
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play Games. Explore.
I need to get my hair shaved again. I'm looking a little hair poking out everywhere.
So I feel like that's like telling a 14-year-old that they're almost in their 20s, and it's like telling a 24-year-old they're almost in their 30s. It's just not the case. For two, you can be in your 80s and still wear pigtails. For a minute there, I was questioning my sanity, so I went onto Google, I typed in pigtails, I went to the images. 85% of the people that pop up on there are adults. I then did it on TikTok, nothing but adults. I just had to see if I was the only adult actually sporting pigtails. I love pigtails, and I'm not gonna stop wearing them. My word of advice, and actual advice that I do take myself, wear what you love, whether it's clothing, a hairstyle, makeup, it doesn't matter. Just be you. As long as you're not hurting anybody and you feel comfortable and happy with the makeup style you have, the hairstyle you do, the clothing you wear, that is all that matters. It's you wearing it, not them.
I agree. Wear what you want. If it makes you happy, if you're comfortable, wear what you want. This person says, you actually thought you weighed 350. I laughed so hard I peed a little. You might want to get that checked out. You probably stood on the scale and it spun around a few times and landed on 350. I want to live in the reality you live in. Um, I believe Amber said that when it landed on 350, she was like, wait a minute, this isn't right. And she knew her scale was broken at that point.
Bashta Narada67 said, you actually thought you weighed 350. I laughed so hard I peed a little. And I'm simply not just going to read the rest of that. If you actually listen to the video, you would see that when I stepped on the scale and I saw 350, that's when I knew my scale is broke. So no, I did not think I weighed 350. I don't know where you got that from. I'm not even remotely close to that. Samad Ladecima 5929 said, OMG, I love the red hearts on black mesh. I'm pissed I didn't get it on sale. Hee hee. Thank you. It's actually super cute. And you can get it.
And so I spun around a few times. Yeah, it's a digital scale, so it's not like her scale is like the price of right wheel. So it's
on Amazon for only $19, so it's pretty cheap and definitely worth it. So if you want to know exactly what store on Amazon, this is the one. I do.
well, that looks nice on her. This appears to be this appears to be the look that Amberlynn was trying to mimic.
Not know how to pronounce it, so I figured I would show you guys. And heads up, I actually placed a Torrid. I was gonna say I placed a Torrid haul. I got some stuff from Torrid, okay? Today, because they have these new dresses, and my fingers are crossed that I like them on me. I guess we'll see. They're super cute though online, but you guys know how that goes. Sometimes it looks cute online.
It's high price. Yes, the price is right. That's how I feel when I have to pick my age on a website. Like I'm spinning the fucking Price is Right wheel to get to 1979.
And sometimes it does not look cute in person. So that is the end of this vlog. You guys have been messaging me on Instagram saying that you've loved the vlogs and you love that I keep them pretty lengthy. So I'm glad that you guys have been enjoying that. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this one and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Shh. All right. Yeah, so we got a new scale that weighs up to 700 pounds. So don't drop this one. How about that? Yeah. I've been live much longer than I meant to be, 2 hours. I do need to sigh at the coffin. I'm old. I am an old lady. I am middle-aged officially. So, yeah. Again, I love my flail that Heather made me. It's so freaking cute. I love this so much. It is amazing. Thank you, Heather. I love this. Yeah, so Amberlynn broke her scale, got a new scale, doesn't know how much she weighs, got some new chicken chips for a snack, is being tested for Hashimoto's. She needs to get with other professionals. She really needs, so she said that it was kind of titled, My Health is Going Downhill. She really needs to get with professionals and work on this and get better. She really does. She needs to do these things. What do you mean bye? We're not leaving yet, Scythe. We're not leaving. Where are you going, wife? You're just dipping like see ya. We're not done here. So yeah, she really needs to work with these professionals and get her health on track, work on improving it. And until then, she's just not going to, unfortunately, because she's proven that she really can't do it herself, it seems. So, sorry, I was adjusting my camera, but yeah, weather's icky in my neck of the woods here too. I hope if it's bad where any of you are, I hope you're safe because weather is crazy lately. But a quick update: next week I will be out of town Tuesday evening and then most of Wednesday. So there won't be any live streams, probably Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably none during the week anyway because of my work schedule. So I'm going to be signing into work here in a little bit after I do a couple of things around the house. So yeah, Amberlynn's a mess. I think that's what we get from that is Amberlynn is a mess. DV, she called you old and then peaced out. I know. What's up with that? She's like, old bitch, see ya, and then left. I know. I don't know how to feel about this, but yeah, we'll see. I guess maybe she'll do a weigh-in. She hasn't done a weigh-in, I guess, for a couple of weeks, maybe. We'll see how the next weigh-in goes with the new scale and see what her weight is. I'm guessing she might be in the mid 520s unless she loses some weight by then. But thank you all so much for spending a little bit of your afternoon with me or whenever you are watching this. I greatly appreciate it. This has been long because I keep yapping. I'm sorry. I blah 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 blah. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend or whenever. And yeah, we will keep up with the Amber Saga. I do have some videos in the pipeline that I need to edit. I just haven't really had the time to sit down and do it because of other things. I usually, when I get a little bit of free time, I end up streaming some video games instead. So that's my own fault. I need to make time to edit. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, be safe and take care.